Hi, welcome to Pulse by Bloodline on iEnt Live. My guest this evening is the one and only, the lovable lunatic, Crazy. Good evening, Crazy. Welcome to Pulse by Bloodline.
It's a pleasure here being on Pulse by Bloodline. It's a pleasure being here with my boy. Peter is my boy. I had to be here today. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Let us start from the beginning.
Yeah.
Where you born?
I was born in Lavantil, Success Village.
Success Village.
I am proud to be from Success Village, Lavantil, Highlanders. When you say Highlanders, Bertie Marshall, Ralston Charles, Neville Maynard, Stanley Stewart, and all these fellas. You know, that is my bringing up.
As a young fellow growing up in Success Village, because I too am from Success Village.
Right. Yeah.
I'm from the back road. But as a young fellow growing up, I guess you used to play sports and things.
Oh yes, I used to play cricket for Crompton. The Stanley Stewart was my coach. He's the man. He was the captain of Crompton Cricket Club. Great men play in that club after fellas like Ian Bishop, Ron Faria, Claude Phillip, some of that talking about some of the top cricketers that play for Trinidad and Tobago.
They were big stars.
Yeah, but I went there. I was there like in 1959, 60. Or that time I was playing as a youngster.
Yeah,
playing not in the senior grade. They had a lower thing. But also Brown Boy used to play too. He was a very good batsman.
The Calypsonian. Yeah.
Brown Boy was a Crompton man together with me.
So how we move from sports and cricket to Calypso?
Well, in those days, while playing cricket in Lavantil, I was like about 15 years old, 16. I used to listen to a Calypsonian by the name of Spoiler. That was my favorite Calypsonian. It was Spoiler and then Blakey. I used to sing all Spoiler songs because I was a big fan. I never met him, but I like how he used to sing and he used to make me laugh. So I started singing his songs like, "This happened recently. Some people in our village lost their memory." That's Spoiler. I learned all his songs, and I used to sing them. So that's how I started. But it so happened that I used to sing in those days at Dutch parties. We had parties where you carry something in a party and people used to ask me, "So sing a Spoiler song," because certain people hear me and they're like, "Why is it sing?" And I used to sing in these Dutch parties. And people say, "Why you don't go and start singing in the Calypso tent with Sparrow and them?" I say, "Me, for Sparrow and them to laugh at me." And all that time I did not know name. I did not know Calypso name. But when I decided to take it serious, like when I reached like about 17 or 18 years, a fella by the name of Calypso Height.
I remember
stopped singing. His name is Solomon Findlay and Versatile Doran Hector. Both of them took me and they say, "Boy, you have a good voice. Why don't you start singing?" And I wrote the first two calypsos for me, Chinaman and Modern Carnival. And then Versatile now make me to sing all them Sparrow songs, like yeah, all them things. And he used to play the guitar because he's a very good guitarist. And he teach me to sing all these Sparrow songs. And these are the two men that brought me out in Calypso.
So the first tenth song was what?
Well, in those days, I had rehearsals. You had to go on in they call it, what do you call
the
it?
bullpen.
Yes.
The bullpen.
And I went to Kitchener tent was the review tent. And that was Crow. Me and Crow went there to see, but they picked Crow, but they didn't pick me. So the same Calypso, I tell me, let me go down by OYB, Sparrow tent. And Mr. Sil Taylor, who was the manager at that time, he heard me singing the same song, man, "This be Modern Carnival, this be great." And when he heard me say, that fella song like Baron, because he loved Baron. Because Baron was there in 71, I went there in 72. And when he heard my voice, he said, "I want that fella." Yeah, I want that fella. So I tell him, he said, "Well, what is your name?" I say, "Edwin Ayong." He said, "Now you gotta get a good name." He wanted me to call me Wong Ping. Because in those days I used to look more like a Chinese. I had a trim they call it Alipang. That's in the days of the Vietnam War. So he said, "Why do you call yourself Wong Ping?" So I say, "All right." So we I and them and Doran, they say, "Well, we go find a better name." We try all kind of name. I try Arawak, because some people say I used to look like Arawak. I tried the Mighty Carib. They had one name, they wanted to call me Inspector. One called me Cobra, but them names didn't resemble me. And a friend by the name of Fred Farrell come up with it. He said, "Why do you call yourself Craze? The latest Craze in town." And that's how it started. I say, "All right, Craze is a good name." So we went down by Sil Taylor and tell him, "Well, we have a Calypso name." When he picked me, And he said, I like your voice, and I wanted to start singing in the tent. Yeah, he was looking for young singers. So, and then the girl who they picked me to sing in the tent because they liked the song I was singing, Chinaman. The song was about, in those days, they didn't have Viagra. They had a thing they called Chinaman girl bottle, and I was singing about that because Shorty in those times was singing that kind of calypso.
Yeah.
So we wanted to follow Shorty, so I went to singing Chinaman, and they picked me. And the girl typed all the wrong. Instead of putting C-R-A-Z-E, she put C-R-A-Z-E-E-E, put 3 E's like a misprint. And everybody started saying, "Who's this crazy?" And they stick on me.
Besides calypso, the other genres of music, you also versatile singing other kinds of music?
Well, I sing, besides the calypso, I sing the parang, I sing some jazz with Leston Paul. Jazz, I did some reggae. Some of the reggae there, like songs like Valley of the Dry Bones.
And Hotel California.
Hotel California. What I did know, the fellow who wrote that song, I live in California for 12 years because I was married to a lady up there, Marla McKellar. And I live up there. And I met the fellow who wrote that song, Hotel California. Right? And I asked him, because I went to the show, they had a show in San Jose, I used to live in San Jose, and I went there and I met him. So I tell him that I want to do a version of that song, but I want to chip it my words. He said, yeah, go ahead, man. So I have my own version. The name of it is Hotel Sexorama. With the same melody. Same melody. By Chick, and the people here love it. Look, Brian Lara heard it. I sang it in the Oval. They had a show there, and I sang it, and Brian Lara heard me, and Brian Lara gave me how much? I think it's $5,000 to come and sing it in this big fete. Yes, and I sing it there and mash up the place. Yeah. Brian Lara, like our change up the words now. Also, well, Chris Garcia was there with me, and he put in some things in it. Yeah, so we have to, Chris Garcia have to get some credit here too.
Tell me something about the Parang Soca thing. People claim that you're the father of Parang Soca.
Well,
how did that come about? I mean, vending off from Calypso into Parang Soca.
Well, that was in the days when a fellow by name of Gary Doe. I don't know if you remember.
I remember Gary.
He used to go to RC College.
Yeah, I remember Gary.
Very bright fella. He's very bright. He had a lot of ideas. In those days, he used to manage me. He managed me like for about a year or two, like in 1979. And we wanted to try because Daisy was here, who was a she's the Parang Queen. You see, in Trinidad, we don't speak Spanish. But all her words, all her things was, well, perico, senores, you don't understand what you're saying. But next step, please God, I'm going to sing about that. I'm going to sing what Daisy used to tell me, because we don't speak Spanish, and we dancing like hell. And a band came from Venezuela, cussing me. Saying, all your nigga, all your coolie, no good. So I said, nah, let's put English to this thing. Because we dancing to that too. Them cussing in Spanish, and we dancing to that. So I said, look, we have to put her into this thing, we have to do it in English, so they won't know we cussing, and we go stop dancing if they're cussing me.
So all the Calypso, the Soca, the Chatty Soca, as I'm talk about Chatty Soca, you entered Chatty Soca monarch thing already?
I'm the only man ever run third of the non-Indian. I am the only non-Indian ever run third. No, I have the biggest chutney soca worldwide, which is Nani Wine. Nobody in which close to it. The closest person to Nani Wine was Low Taylor. Sonny Man, I mean, that was a nice song. Low Taylor, but Nani Wine right now is the top chutney soca of all time.
Wow.
You know any song? You know any chutney song that bigger? All in China, people calling me. I went China. I went all about to sing Nani Wine. That's my biggest song. And the thing about Nani Wine was in 1988, Super Blue. He is part of this Nani Wine song because we were by Charlie in those days. Calypsonians used to go upstairs by Charlie.
Fulton down there.
Fulton. So Super Blue was there with me. I think he just won the road match or something. So I told him. No, he didn't win the year, maybe, or Tambo. I told him, I said, I never sing a chutney yet, And he said, well, all right, let me do a chutney. So I start, he said, sing something. So I said, la la la. I said, la la la. And Super Blue put in Nani Wine. Super Blue put those words there.
Wow.
Nani Wine. But to him now, he will say, oh, crazy that man. What is really Nani Wine? Nani Wine. Them Calypso never they hear me, they say, you go and sing that stupidness. Nani Wine. They'll laugh at me. So, I went record, Leston Paul took it. We have to give Leston Paul all the credit. The music that he put there, that is what made the song.
So in all those songs, I guess you must have released thousands of songs.
I have 1,500 songs.
My goodness.
Yeah.
What are your favorite songs?
Well, you see, I have different genres. I have my favorite parang song is "Put Jesus in Your Christmas" because of the
beautiful song. I love that song. Yeah.
Because the American people listen to.
Yeah.
If you go on the internet and you will see where children in America display that song. Because Jesus is Christmas. That is one, and also Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, that one was written by Brother Marvin. We have to give Brother Marvin, because he wrote in that era, he wrote a lot of good parang songs, for other singers. So we have to give Brother Marvin some credit there.
See, now we talk about favorite. Who are your favorite, or some of your favorite Calypsonians and soca artists? Your favorites. Your favorites.
I have a lot, boy. I mean, when you say love too, the way how these people like fellas like Donrick Williamson, funny, boy, he had such a beautiful person, boy. I mean, say Donrick Williamson, Rio, Luther, Masimba. These fellas are beautiful people who,
like Brother Resistance.
Right. Resistance is very good to me.
Masimba,
when things get Brother Resistance say, I'm in the start to go. Say crazy can't suffer. You do too much of thing. The sign up for me to go and eat a food. Joan Newell Williams, that is a woman I will never forget too.
I guess you also listen to foreign music, foreign artists and stuff like that.
Oh yes.
So who are some of your favorites?
Well, foreign artists. Well, I have a lot, boy. I have a lot of them. So let me see. I listen to
like as a young fellow, who you used to listen to?
Outside. Talking about outside.
Foreign.
My whole thing here was Calypso, But foreigners I had favorites. Well, I have Frank Sinatra, man.
Right.
Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, Bing Crosby.
The real old school.
Old school. Well, they were part of the parang soca thing too. Because before 1977, they were ruling the airwaves here in Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah. It was only their Christmas music, like I'm dreaming of a white. So Trinidadians now used to be dreaming of a white Christmas, but snow don't fall here. So I say, look, these men and them controlling the radio station. Now we have the parang soca, we control the radio station with our Christmas music. Yeah.
Very good. So we reach a part of this discussion, this conversation that I call blood pressure.
Right.
Now, blood pressure is a trivia segment. I ask you 10 questions, yes or no.
Yeah.
Pick one and you answer.
All right.
Right?
Good.
So you ready? Okay. Football or cricket?
Well, I'm a cricket man,
Cricket. Pastel or ham?
Pastel, Olivier, pastel. My mother from Venezuela.
Calypso, soca, parang. Which one?
Well, I say Calypso because all of them come from Calypso.
Right.
Yeah.
Christmas or Carnival?
Let me see, Christmas or Carnival. Well, I'll say Christmas, because I don't like Christmas. I really have a good time, Carnival too, but then again, as I get older, we kind of stay back home, and but I'll give Christmas the edge.
Leston Paul or Pelham Gordon?
Well, that's a tough one too. I love both of them, but I've got the reason why I give Leston Paul the credit because I do more work with him. But Pelham is also a genius. These two men should be given national awards, Yeah.
Dalpuri or Bus Up Shot?
Well, long time was Bus Up Shot, but as my belly side going down now, I'd rather the next one. Where's the most one? Dalpuri.
Yeah.
Dalpuri.
Kitchener or Sparrow?
Well, you see, I work with Kitchener, I work with Sparrow, they both tense. Let me see, Sparrow. I'll give Kitchener the edge. Because, well, I love both of them, because I worked with Kitchener for 30 years. I have a record in the Calypso Review as the oldest member there of all time with Kitchener. Yeah, I spent from 1983, because Kitchener came home by me. Right? When I was singing with Shadow Tent, I sang one year in 1982 with the Masters then, with Shadow. But then Kitchener came home by me in Tunapuna and asked me, say, I want you to come and sing with the review. And as soon as he came there in my yard, and I was living in a little old house, my gallery falling down. Kitchener came and took me, and I went there in that tent, and I never leave.
Maracas or Cora River?
Nah, Maracas all the way. I live in Maracas.
Caribana or Liberty?
Well, I had to say Caribana because I did well, and I made some. I eat good food in Canada, so I'll give Canada the edge.
Westerns or comedies? Movies we're talking about. Western or comedy?
Western boy, Shane. I love all that boy. What? Yeah.
Okay, so you passed it with flying test. That was the trivia question. Blood pressure. Yeah, the trivia section. I noticed when I come in here today, you're walking with, where's all this? I mean, where's all this bling and
Well, I mean, I want to add different
and gold and thing on you.
A different look. Yeah, you have to. As an artist, you have to change up and start having. You have to look different all the time.
So you bling in.
So yeah. Well, right now I want these Zessa. These are Zessa kind of look.
Yeah.
So I am here now. People have nothing good to say about Zessas. Fellas with chain and thing, and I want to tell even these Zessas out there. Look, I have fellas go to church. I am a loving man. I'm a loving man, even though I'm crazy, right? So we have to have some love, and I am doing a little zessing because I want these Zessas and them to look at me as King Zessa, a behavior man. So let us behave, let us make the young girls and them, these young girls, let us treat young girls, ladies, women good.
With respect.
I have a song coming to name, Show Her Your Love. Because my heart goes out to Andrea and Ashanti. Because I was there at the funerals. So I want us to treat young girls and women and them with real love. Mm-hmm. So you all just and them do like me. Let us show love to women. And this now. This. No, I saw your show with Stacey Subas and I was very impressed with it. So I say let us add a new thing. Now who cares about Peter Blood? Look, I bought this as a lot to it. I'm showing already the love I have with me. I bought these things, I even buy some watch. Peter Blood, I want to show thing, and God, you can't fool God, These are lotto tickets, tonight you're drawing. Peter Blood is part of this. If this win, let me say, it's 2 million. Peter Blood could get a little 300,000 from this. Cash!
Well, thank you very much.
I'm telling you, we're going to scratch this together.
Yeah.
Let me say the 10 million here. Peter going home with a 5.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Well, thank you very much.
Right. So this is why I bring and we're talking about love. Crazy is a loving man. I believe in God. See that fellow up there?
Yeah.
Respect him. I believe in God. And I believe in helping people. Is every day I just go and look for people. The song that I will be coming with very soon, I'm doing the video, is philanthropy. We are talking about how the world is in a bad state, but yet it has some loving people in it still. There is still some loving, there is still some goodness. That is the hook line. So all you look out for that. I also have one right now on YouTube. The name of it is The Awakening, where I went to China last year and I met the man who created the COVID. So we want you all to listen to a classic. It could be one of the greatest calypsos for 2021. So you all go there on YouTube and check that out and check the lyrics. The lyrics there was done by myself and also a fellow by the name of Tempo, Louis Rowan's.
Tempo used to sing by Kitchener.
Yes,
yeah, crazy kind of fella. He used to sing fast. Sing fast songs.
No, not that fella. Not that tempo. Two tempos. Yeah. Not that. That is the Indian tempo. Not that tempo.
Another
this tempo is he wrote Ram Singh Sharma and he wrote some big songs. Yes. So I have to give him some credit because nobody don't talk about him.
Yeah.
And Louis Rowan's.
You talked just so about respecting women and stuff like that.
Yes.
And you see, it come in with a whole lot of female Calypsonians getting that rise. They break the glass ceiling. As a matter of fact, the last national Calypso monarch was a female, Terry Lyons.
Terry Lyons.
So, who was your favorite female Calypsonian?
Well, I have so much, boy. Well, we have to start from the beginning. When she won the crown, I ran second in 1978.
Who's that?
Calypso Rose. Lewis. She is one of my favorites because she's such a beautiful person, boy.
Yeah.
When Rose see me, she just come and hug me up, and So Calypso Rose have to be number one. What I also like Denise Plummer. She did show me a lot. Well, I always say I never had problem with none
No
of the women in
females.
Calypso.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stacy Sobers.
Yeah.
Beautiful person.
Yeah.
You know. You call about 3 and I'll tell you about you.
Karine.
Well, I don't meet her much, but her father was my very good friend. I was a big fan of Errol. Her father, that's one of my favorite singers. I like how he performed and could sing.
He could just sing,
throat like a CCZM.
So you travel all over the world, you perform all over the place. What's your most memorable stage experience?
I think in St. Thomas, we had a nice big crowd there. They usually come in those days, it had a fellow named Blakey. He was also a Calypsonian from St. Thomas. He used to run the show there, and they used to have a nice crowd in a big stadium. And I went there to sing like 2 songs, because every Calypsonian from Trinidad who they hire used to go there and sing like 2 songs. But when I went there and I performed my first song, I can't remember what it was. The people started asking me to sing In Time to Come, because that is the song they wanted to hear.
I think that song is a masterpiece.
Yes, and I started, and I had to stop, and I had to sing it just so. I sing it, the band didn't know the music, but they didn't have the music there. But I started singing just so, and the people started singing it with me. Yeah, so that was one of the memorable times in Calypso. And the next most memorable thing I will remember was 1985 when I won the road match with Sakme Sukoya. What I will always remember, that Pope John Paul the Fourth, he was in Trinidad. He came after the Carnival. And they had him in the Oval.
I remember that.
And
I was there.
Yeah, and in those days, the police band used to play the road march in all these big events. And when the police band started to jam Sakme Sukoya, the Pope and all get excited, and the Pope started tapping foot. I said, well, if we had a vocal saying Sakme Sukoya, he would have never do that. But he didn't love the tune, Papa. And the Pope tapping foot and thing. I say yes, because they had it on TV.
I think, Calypso had to be the most infectious music.
Because if I could have the Pope tapping the feet to Sakme Sukoya.
What advice you have for young people want to get in this
business? But the first thing, you must tell all young people that the first thing that they have to develop is not everybody would like you. Not everybody would like you. Some people here, look at even one could take example from the Almighty. Not everybody like him. Not everybody would like you. And then we have a lot of young people, because I discuss a lot of young people right now with the things. I have a new thing going on there with Alan Bagan, who I told you about, named Are Young and Vibrant. We did about 3 videos. We did Revelation, we did my video, and we did Zone, like Pretty Brother. We have a thing on YouTube. If you go in and see Zone, you'll see me starring in the video.
Zone.
We have Zone, Zone, that's Pretty Brother. He's a very good composer, and I think that he will be a future star. He's ahead of his time. He's ahead of his time.
A young fella?
A young fella, his name is Atiba Zone Chance. Atiba Chance.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in our crew. And I think this fella will be a master in the art form.
Who's your favorite parang bands, parang artists?
Well, I am a Scrunter, Baron, Kenny J. You understand? I love Scrunter, Baron, Kenny J, Ninja, and I can't leave out my boy, Myron, iEnt. I can't leave you out at all. Myron is one of my favorites. I'm a big Myron B fan.
If you didn't get into Calypso, what do you think your career would have been today?
Well, they asked me that as a schoolboy,
What you would have wanted to be?
I was about 10 years. Was stupid me say I want to be a grave digger. You know why?
Why?
Because grave digger, when last year you were a grave digger then? They just bury people, you understand? I was thinking so at that time.
Not just that.
Have a man
when last year you were a grave digger, unemployed. Unemployed.
They don't be unemployed. And they don't die so.
They don't,
I never hear what a grave digger getting buried yet. So stupid. When I tell them I want to be a grave digger, and the whole class laugh at me.
So, your hobbies, when you're not singing, what you do? Do gardening? What you do?
Well, most of the time when I'm home, at my age, because Friday, I will be celebrating Earth Day. Well, you as a man always on Facebook, putting up whoever birthday it is.
Yeah.
And Friday, I go be celebrating my, how old I look like right now? My name is Ayong. How old are you?
50 something.
Well, boy, you're close
50
by.
something.
You're close by.
You're close by.
You're close by.
Well,
Yeah.
what day is your birthday?
Friday coming, boy. We celebrating in Santa Cruz, Runo man.
Next Friday.
One of the fellas who I bring in Parang, he's a king right now. He's a prince. Runo man is having a big thing for me in Santa Cruz, right in Sambuco Gardens, right by the chocolate factory there. We're having something there, you know. So, but we have to have social distancing. We can't have much people.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah. So we're having something there at 2:30, and then we'll be having something in the Oasis Casino in the evening time, where we'll have more people and gonna stick a cake. We'll be also celebrating Zone. Today he is 28, so we'll be celebrating his birthday, and then on Friday Roy Cape on Friday. Roy Cape will be 78. He will be 1 year older than me.
Yeah. On what day that is? On
Roy
what day?
Cape, March 19th.
March 19th.
So I and Roy Cape will be on a show on could get 1 or 2 a play. You know, we go be on Corey. Corey's a good boy. We go be on Corey, I and Roy Cape, talking about the experiences now.
Well, Crazy,
Yeah.
I want to thank you for coming here today.
Yeah, man.
Right? I want to wish you a happy birthday. And I am sure that I speak on behalf of everybody at iEnt, all the Calypso lovers all over the world. This is Crazy.
Crazy! You see, daddy laugh. Everybody's one that laugh. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Peter is my boy. And anytime you call on me, I am there for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Crazy.
Yeah.
All the best. And
Nice,
enjoy your birthday to the max.
Yeah. Good night.
Well, you have been looking at Pulse on Bloodline live on iEnt Live. Remember to tune in every Friday evening, 6 o'clock, iEnt Live, Pulse on Bloodline.